Ambassador David Daly told us why he's chosen to serve the European Union, which is a unique bloc of 27 nations.
I came to the EU through Ireland. I had worked in the Irish Ministry of Agriculture. Then I joined the Irish Diplomatic Service, and an opportunity arose to come to the European Commission in Brussels. So I came to Brussels to sort of see if I liked it, and I thought it would be an interesting experience for a couple of years. But 30 years later, I'm still part of the EU service. That shows you that it's in fact very professionally enriching.
Trade is a key theme in relations between Thailand and the EU. There's a plan towards a free trade agreement or FTA, but no time has been set yet for when negotiations can begin.
We very much hope to resume negotiations with Thailand on an FTA. What we're doing right now is that we are engaged in an exercise with Thailand to examine the question, look, do we want the same sort of things from this FTA? Do we see it as an agreement which will cover a large range of topics, or an agreement that will cover a narrower range of topics? Our relationship obviously has a very strong economic underpinning. Our trade is around 30 billion euro a year. So it's a very solid underpinning. The European Union is the fourth largest trading partner of Thailand, and we're the third largest foreign direct investment partner of Thailand.
With full diplomatic ties being restored following an announcement of the 2019 general elections after a period of downgraded relations in response to the 2014 coup, the EU hopes to deepen ties with Thailand in areas other than trade as well through a partnership agreement.
We see that Thailand is on a path back to democracy, back to a stronger respect of human rights and rule of law, and these elements are very important in the considerations of the European Union in its relations with Thailand and any other country. We have issues that we have been discussing in the fisheries area, for example, with IUU fisheries. We want to look at areas like security, maritime security perhaps, or cyber. We have had a developing discussion on labor issues. We want to work together very strongly on global issues like climate change, like the environment, like biodiversity. But what we want to do right now is we want to finalize the negotiations of our partnership agreement. And this agreement will put a much better structure on our relations.
The EU-Thailand relations are also important to the European bloc's partnership with ASEAN, especially as the two regional unions upgraded their 4-decade ties with a strategic partnership in 2020. On the global stage, the EU has set itself apart, the ambassador said, by favoring international rules and trade, as well as funding in global issues and being one of the world's soft powers.
The European Union is a major player in the world, starting from the huge internal market of 450 million people, very open to the world, very competitive. We do have a certain influence that comes from that. I think we also have an influence coming from the fact that the European Union demonstrates a very high degree of solidarity, both within the Union, but also between the European Union and other parts of the world. We also saw that and see that in the COVID context. The European Union is the leading funder of COVAX. Without calling ourselves a superpower, I think it's clear that there are many fields where the European Union does have a strong power. It may be a soft power, it may be a soft power getting harder. We've evolved over the last 20 years. We are much more now a voice also on political, foreign policy, security, and defense issues. Success can breed complacency, and that's a challenge for us. We have to keep reminding ourselves of our history and ensuring that every generation understands that it has to take its turn at the wheel as well.
Hathai Teshakit Tiranan reporting for Thai PBS World.